Just an early morning stroll, and it's still fairly early here, and you see the traffic's already building up, which it's Cebu. I'm just cutting through the business park around the back of Ayala and just walk up a few of the main streets in a big block. I think it's a couple of kilometers, maybe 3 or 4, just all the way back to where I stay. You see Ayala is over the back there, and all the apartments. Up another street now. Construction's still going on everywhere. It's been going on for a while. It's apartments and I think offices and shops underneath. It's fairly high. I think it's 35 floors maybe. Yeah, everywhere construction's still in Cebu. As you can see, another view of that building. There's a few green areas up there on balconies. I guess it's public areas or office areas. Swimming pool maybe, but yeah, some green spaces within the building, which is really good. I think that's Tap East Gate. And something back towards the business park. And up another street. These streets always seem nice. Trees along here really nice. And it goes down the other way as well. I always thought this was one of the nicest roads around here. Except when the traffic starts. Once traffic gets busy, it's just like every other street here. It's horrible. But early morning, or around 8, 9 p.m. at night when traffic dies down, it's good to go for a stroll along here. It's just a really nice street when there's not much traffic. Well, I'm almost at the end of this street. You can see, as I was saying about construction, there's construction everywhere. And the traffic's building up, and yes, it's noisy in Cebu, but it's the Philippines, it's what you get here. Another building there under construction, and up ahead all those buildings, that's I.T Park. So as you can see, I'm close to both. And it's nice to be able to walk around these areas, because if you want to eat something, you can find lots of places that are really cheap. And just sit around, relax, and enjoy some good food. As you see over there, that's Waterfront Hotel. You're always close to a lot of things, and that's basically opposite the I.T Park. We're just towards the side of it here. I.T Park's over the back over there, and again more construction over the back. Yes, construction, construction, construction. And that's the thing in the Philippines, build, build, build under the Duterte, and there's been a lot of good things built here. A lot of infrastructure, but also a hell of a lot of office and apartments being built. Back down to where I stay and relax a little bit, maybe go for another walk later. Just more exercise. So part of my day, I always take a walk down to 7-Eleven, buy Coke no sugar, Coke Zero. And it's really annoying here because this is the opposite side of Ayala, and there's a McDonald's here, but you can't access the back entrance. And also the entrance to 7-Eleven, there's another walkway through an elevator area of an office, and you can't go through there to go into the other side and go to the McDonald's. It's just really annoying. As you can see, there's a way in there, through the other side. You have to walk back down the main street where I'll show you later, and around the corner to go to McDonald's. But this is usually part of my day, just go to 7-Eleven. That's where I'm heading, up beside the flyover and into Barangay Luz. And I'll give you a quick look down the streets there as well at the chaos of Cebu traffic. There's traffic lights, but they don't work. But it's organised chaos, and I've just crossed that intersection. I mean, it's not that hard. The cars will stop and let you cross. You just wait for your first gap and you go. So it's still on the main road. And sometimes you have to walk on the road because it's just too many things on the sidewalk, and that's if there is a sidewalk. But everything encroaches here onto the paths. You learn to live with it. It's annoying, but I've been coming here for 8 years now, and you know, it doesn't bother me at all now. Okay, well, I'm about to turn off the main road into Cabantan in Barangay Luz and head down to where I stay. And you'll see here, it's small, a lot of people. A lot of people don't wear their mask, but I wear mine, and I think that's more important. So lots of places if you want food here, lots of little stalls, little saris, everything cheap. Mainly buy things in these areas because it is cheaper and a lot of people get to know you. And you're probably wondering, is it safe here for a foreigner in this area? Well, it's like any area around the world. It's as safe as you make it. If you be aware of your surroundings, the people, don't dress flashy, don't wear a lot of jewelry, don't flash around a lot of cash, have a lot of smaller bills, you know, and it's fine. So I'm about to turn now and head up to where I stay. As you can see, it gets smaller and smaller the further that I'm walking. But you know what? Most of these people see me every day and they know who I am, so I'm pretty safe here. Being a foreigner here, there's only one other that I've seen. We stand out, so if anything happens to us, everybody would know. But I like it here. This is real Philippines living. If you're going to live in a city, I prefer living in a province. But you know, live like the Filipinos if you want to live here. Don't get an expensive condo because that's not how they live. You know, you get a lot of wealthier Filipinos living in the condos, but this is how most people in the Philippines live in the cities. And I'm glad I get the chance to experience that and actually enjoy it and feel safe here. So I'm walking around the back of Ayala again, just basically following where I walked earlier today. There's a little food section over there, street food. We're getting close to closing for the night, doesn't stay open too late. And this is just a quick walk back around the exercise. I just had my dinner. Rona's gone off with her friends to play badminton. And I'm just strolling around where I went earlier. And we'll just show you little bits and pieces again. There we go, same spot as earlier today with Ayala in the background and all the buildings. And that's up towards the area I go and turn right to go home. So that's that building that was under construction at night. Nobody in there yet, and they're still working at night up there. I can see them. They are that same building again with the green areas, looking at it at night. The one thing I didn't show you earlier in the day is just opposite there on my left is this store, Landers Superstore. Now it's a bit like Costco in Australia. Around the world you need to be a member, but it's supposed to be discount. I'd gone with a friend and looked online. Their prices aren't really any cheaper than anybody else, except you can buy in bulk. And they probably have a better range of products than a lot of other places, a lot of other supermarkets. They have their own cafes and everything. It's a pretty big place, but no different than any other supermarket. So this is that street with all the nice trees. You see at night. It's really nice. It's a bit early here than I would expect to be here. There's still a fair bit of traffic, but it's still nice to stroll along here. At least it has a nice wide sidewalk compared to most of the other streets. You're jumping over, bouncing around, you know, slipping, sliding, but at least this one's a little bit better. One thing about Cebu you see everywhere, lots of these little arcades, groups of shops, lots of places to eat. They're everywhere. If you're not in the mall, there's one of these places to go to. Saying they're in the same street, and there's another one of those little arcades, shopping areas, different little shops where you can go eat. And that one's called the Gallery. And third time's a charm. Here's another one. This is actually one of the nicer ones. Been in this one before, called the Greenery. Nice little garden area at the back with a few food outlets. As I said, there's all over Cebu. At the moment, during COVID, they're not so full, but they are quite popular if there was no COVID. A lot of them usually has parking around the sides of the rear, like this one. As you can see over the back there's some buildings. That's I.T Park, so I'm back up near there again. Almost ready to head home. Over there in the dark, it's unfortunately it's not lit up tonight. Usually the tower's lit, but that's the Waterfront Hotel. And yeah, it usually looks really nice at night when it's lit up, but yeah, shame. So that's the flyover down near the 7-Eleven I was at earlier in the day. up that way, all the way up to where I've got to go, where I live, and very noisy. I'm not going to film all the way up here, there's so much on the path, and you know, you've got to be careful walking at night, trip over a lot of stuff, but I'll show you when we get further up. But for now, I'll just stop filming and just get up to the street I need to go to.